Hey, it's Justin from CanadaWhips.ca, and this is the wrist twister. The wrist twister is a beginner to intermediate two-handed routine that looks like this. The easiest way to describe it is a Queensland crossover that's happening in front of your body. If you don't know how to do the Queensland crossover yet, don't worry. The wrist twister is actually a little bit easier. I'm going to teach you how to do it now. To start, you're going to want to know the slow figure 8 in front of you in both hands. And really, in the wrist twister, both hands are doing just that. The thing that makes this trick a little bit more difficult than just slow figure 8s is that while you're doing it, your arms actually cross. And they do so when this arm is doing the reverse cattleman's crack. I like to do the wrist twister with my dominant arm on the bottom. To start, we're going to do a reverse cattleman's crack in our dominant hand, and then a reverse cattleman's crack in our non-dominant hand. The trick is, after this first reverse cattleman, our dominant hand is coming underneath our non-dominant hand. So just practice that. Try and get your dominant hand underneath and across before your other hand does the crack. Once you've hit this crack, lift your dominant hand up for a cattleman's crack. You might find this a little tough at first because this hand is kind of in the way. So try and move this arm as tight to your body as you can so it stays out of the way. Once you can do those 3 cracks, your last crack is the cattleman's crack in your non-dominant hand, and this one's happening on top of the arm. So just practice that to start. Have your dominant hand across, your non-dominant hand in front, and just try and do some cattleman's cracks. When you're ready, you're going to put the 2 moves together. The cool thing about wrist twister is that it follows all of the same rules as the Queensland crossover. In the Queensland crossover, our bottom arm goes first. In the wrist twister, our bottom arm goes first. In the Queensland crossover, if we want to switch the arm that's on the bottom, we do an extra spin. In the wrist twister, if we want to switch the arm that's on the bottom, we also do an extra spin. Another way of changing lead hands in the Queensland crossover is using fast figure 8s. If our bottom arm does a reverse fast figure 8, it can change to the top. The same thing happens in wrist twister if our bottom arm does a reverse fast figure 8. Try and find all the different variations that you know with the Queensland crossover and put them into the wrist twister. It's really fun and it really tests your brain. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to learn more about whips and whip cracking, check out our website at CanadaWhips.ca.